Imagine for a moment that you are standing at the threshold of a new life, a life so vibrant, so filled with purpose and joy that it seems almost unreal. Yet here you are, poised to step into this magnificent reality. This very moment, as you listen to these words, is the pivot point upon which your entire existence is about to turn. You may ask, how can this be? How can a simple video, a collection of words and images, herald such a profound transformation in my life? The answer, my dear listeners, lies not in the video itself, but in the power that resides within you, a power so vast, so limitless, that it can reshape the very fabric of your reality. Consider this: every great change, every monumental shift in the course of human history began with a single thought. A thought that took root in the fertile soil of imagination, nurtured by the unwavering belief of its thinker. This video, this message, is that seed of thought for you. It has found you at precisely the right moment, when you are ready to embrace the extraordinary potential that has always existed within you. Let us delve deeper into this concept. The world you see around you, the circumstances of your life, the very essence of your being, all of these are but reflections of your inner state. They are the manifestations of your deepest beliefs and assumptions about yourself in the world. And just as a mirror faithfully reflects whatever stands before it, your outer world reflects the state of your inner world. Now imagine for a moment that you could change that inner world, that you could, through the power of your imagination and the strength of your belief, reshape your inner landscape. What would happen then? Inevitably, inexorably, your outer world would begin to shift, to realign itself with this new inner reality. This, my friends, is the great secret that has been hidden in plain sight throughout the ages. The sages and mystics of every culture have spoken of it, often in veiled terms. But today, we shall speak plainly, for the time for obscurity has passed. You are creators, each and every one of you. Creators not just of art or music or literature, but of your very lives, of the world you inhabit. But how, you may ask, can we harness this creative power? How can we shape our inner world with such precision and potency that our outer world has no choice but to conform? The answer lies in a practice so simple, yet so profound, that its true power is often overlooked. Imagination, my dear listeners, is the workshop in which you forge your future. It is the canvas upon which you paint the masterpiece of your life. When you close your eyes and vividly imagine a scene, feeling it to be real, experiencing it with all your senses, you are not merely daydreaming. You are engaging in the most powerful creative act possible. For in that moment of imagining, you are stepping into a state of being. You are, in essence, becoming the person who has already achieved, already experienced, already become what you desire. And here's the crux of the matter. The outer world has no choice but to rearrange itself to match this new state of being. Think of it this way. If you were to wake up tomorrow morning as a person of great wealth, how would you feel? How would you carry yourself? What thoughts would occupy your mind? Now, can you see that by assuming that state, by living from that place of abundance and security, you are setting in motion the very forces that will bring that reality into your physical experience? This is not mere positive thinking or wishful daydreaming. This is a fundamental law of consciousness, as real and immutable as the law of gravity. Just as an apple must fall when released from your hand, so must your outer world conform to your inner state of being. But let us be clear. This power comes with great responsibility. For if you can create the life of your dreams through the power of your imagination, then you must also acknowledge that the life you currently lead is of your own making. Every circumstance, every relationship, every success or failure is a reflection of your past assumptions and beliefs. This realization can be sobering, even frightening. But it is also incredibly liberating. For if you have created your current reality, then you have the power to create a new one. The past does not determine your future, your imagination does. Now, some of you may be thinking, but I tried positive thinking before. I visualized and affirmed, and nothing changed. To you, I say this, the power lies not in the technique, but in the feeling. It is not enough to merely picture what you want. You must feel it to be real here and now. You must live from the state of its fulfillment. Imagine a man who desires financial abundance. He may visualize himself with great wealth, but if he continues to feel poor, to live in a state of lack and limitation, his outer world will continue to reflect that inner poverty. But if he can assume the feeling of wealth, if he can live from that state of abundance, not in some imagined future, but right here and now, then the outer world must by law begin to reflect that inner richness. This is the art of living from the end. It is the practice of experiencing your desire as an accomplished fact, of making your future dream your present fact. When you master this art, you hold in your hands the key to unlocking every door, to achieving every goal, to becoming every version of yourself you ever dreamed of being. But let us not mistake this for some sort of magical thinking. The outer world does not change overnight. The seed planted in the soil does not become a mighty oak in a day. There is a season for all things, a natural gestation period for every desire. Your task is not to make things happen, but to maintain that inner state of fulfillment, to nurture that seed with your unwavering belief and your consistent assumption of its reality. The how and of its manifestation are not your concern. Your only responsibility is to lift your hand to be in imagination what you wish to be in reality. Now, some of you may be wondering about the role of action in all of this. After all, surely we cannot simply sit back and wait for our desires to manifest. You are right to ask this question, for action does indeed play a crucial role. But it is not the frantic, desperate action of someone trying to make things happen. Rather, it is the inspired action that naturally flows from your new state of being. When you truly live from the state of your fulfilled desire, you will find yourself naturally drawn to take actions that align with that state. Opportunities will present themselves, ideas will come to you, and you will act upon them not out of a sense of lack or need, but from a place of calm assurance and inner knowing. This is the difference between creating and making. Where you try to make things happen, you are operating from a place of absence, of not having. But when you create from the state of already being or having, your actions are imbued with a different energy altogether. They become effortless, joyful expressions of your inner state, rather than strained attempts to change your outer world. Let us take a moment to truly absorb the magnitude of what we are discussing here. We are talking about nothing less than your ability to completely reshape your life, to step into a new reality of your own choosing. This video has found you at this precise moment because you are ready for this transformation. The very fact that you are hearing these words is proof that you have called this knowledge into your life. But knowledge alone is not enough. It must be applied, must be lived to have any real power. So I challenge you right here and now to choose a desire, something you wish to be, do, or have. Close your eyes for a moment and step into the feeling of that desire fulfilled. Experience it with all your senses. Feel the emotions you would feel if it were already your reality. Now open your eyes. The world around you may look the same, but I assure you it is not. For in that moment of imaginative power, you have set in motion forces beyond your current comprehension. You have planted a seed in the fertile soil of infinite possibility, and that seed must grow. Your task now is to water that seed with your continued assumption of its reality. When doubts arise, and they will, gently return to that feeling of your desire fulfilled. When the outer world seems to contradict your inner knowing, stand firm in your conviction. For the outer is but a shadow, a reflection of past beliefs. Your new assumption, held with unwavering faith, will inevitably reshape that outer world. Remember, the universe is plastic to your deepest, most consistently held beliefs. It has no choice but to mold itself to your inner convictions. This is not something you need to force or struggle with. It is the natural, effortless operation of universal law. As you begin to live from this new understanding, you will notice changes in your life. They may be subtle at first, a shift in your mood, a new spring in your step, a sense of quiet confidence that wasn't there before. Embrace these changes, for they are the first fruits of your new way of being. Gradually, you will see larger shifts. Circumstances will align in ways you couldn't have planned. People will enter your life who resonate with your new frequency. Opportunities will present themselves that perfectly match your deepest desires. And through it all, you will know with unshakable certainty that you are the creator of it all. This, my dear friends, is the true meaning of living a life of power and purpose. It is not about controlling the outer world or bending others to your will. It is about mastering your inner world, about becoming so aligned with your deepest desires that the outer world naturally conforms to your inner vision. As we continue on this journey of exploration and revelation, I want you to understand that what we are discussing here is not some new age fantasy or feel-good philosophy. This is the very mechanism by which reality operates. It is the underlying principle that governs the unfolding of all existence. Think for a moment about the world around you. Every man-made object you see, the buildings, the vehicles, the devices in your hands, began as a thought, an imaginal act. Someone somewhere held in their mind a vision of these things before they came into physical being. Your ability to create is no different. The only distinction is in the medium. Instead of steel and concrete, you are molding the very substance of reality itself. Now, I can sense that some of you may be feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of this power. You may be thinking, if I am responsible for creating my reality, then why have I created circumstances I don't desire? This is a natural and important question to ask. The answer lies in understanding the nature of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious does not distinguish between what you want and what you don't want. It simply accepts as true whatever you consistently impress upon it, whether through your habitual thoughts, your emotional states, or your deeply held beliefs. Many of us have spent years, even decades, impressing upon our subconscious mind's limitations, fears, and doubts. Is it any wonder, then, that our lives reflect these impressions? But here's the liberating truth. Just as you have impressed these limiting beliefs upon your subconscious, you can impress new, empowering beliefs. You can overwrite the old programming with a new vision of yourself and your life. This is the very essence of the transformation we are discussing. The technique is simple, but its consistent application requires dedication and persistence. Each night as you drift off to sleep, enter into a state akin to sleep but still conscious. In this drowsy, receptive state, imagine a scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire. Make it as vivid and as real as you possibly can. Feel the joy, the satisfaction, the sense of accomplishment that would accompany the realization of your dream. As you fall asleep in this state, you are impressing this new reality upon your subconscious mind. You are planting the seed of your new life in the fertile soil of infinite possibility. Do this night after night, and you will begin to see changes in your outer world. Your subconscious mind, operating below the level of your conscious awareness, will begin to reshape your reality to match this new impression. But remember, this is not a one-time event. Just as you wouldn't plant a seed and then dig it up every day to check its progress, you must have faith in the unseen processes that are at work. Your only task is to persist in the assumption of the wish fulfilled, to live each day from the state of already being what you desire to be. Now let's address another question that may be arising in your minds. What about other people? Don't they have their own free will? How can my imagination influence them? This is a profound question, and it strikes at the heart of our understanding of reality. The truth is, what you perceive as other people are in your world playing the parts that you have assigned to them. This doesn't mean they don't have free will in their own realities, but in your experience, they will conform to your assumptions about them. If you consistently assume that people are kind and helpful, you will find your world filled with kind and helpful people. If you assume the opposite, that is what you will experience. This understanding places a great responsibility on your shoulders. For if everyone in your world is playing a part based on your assumptions, then it is up to you to cast them in the roles you wish them to play. See the best in others, assume the best of them, and they will rise to meet your expectations. But what of global events, you may ask? How can my imagination influence the larger world? Again, we must return to the fundamental truth. Your experience of the world is a reflection of your inner state. As you change your inner world, your perception and experience of the outer world will change. This doesn't mean you should ignore the challenges facing our world, but it does mean that the most powerful way to create positive change is to embody that change within yourself. Be the peace you wish to see in the world. Live from a state of abundance, and you will see abundance reflected back to you. As more and more individuals awaken to this truth and begin living from empowered states of being, we will see a collective shift in our shared reality. Now, I want to address something that many of you may be feeling at this point. You may be excited by these ideas, inspired by the possibilities they present, but you may also be feeling a sense of doubt. Can it really be this simple? You may be asking. If this is true, why isn't everyone doing it? The answer, my friends, is that while the principle is indeed simple, its application requires a fundamental shift in how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. It requires us to let go of many deeply ingrained beliefs and habits of thought. It asks us to take complete responsibility for our lives, to step into our power as creators. This can be a daunting prospect. Many people, when confronted with this truth, shrink back from it. They find comfort in the familiar, even if the familiar is not what they truly desire. But you, my dear listeners, are different. The very fact that this video has found you, that you are hearing these words, is proof that you are ready for this transformation. You are ready to step into your power as a conscious creator. You are ready to take control of your inner world, and by doing so, reshape your outer reality. This is why your life is about to change. This is why you find yourself at this pivotal moment, poised on the brink of a new way of being. But let me be clear, this is not about gaining power over others or manipulating the world to serve your ego. This is about aligning yourself with the creative power of the universe, about becoming a channel through which the infinite expresses itself. It's about living a life of purpose, of joy, of fulfillment, not just for yourself, but as an inspiration and a blessing to all those around you. As we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a challenge. For the next 30 days, commit yourself fully to this practice. Choose one desire, one change you wish to see in your life. Each night as you fall asleep, imagine it as vividly as you can. Feel it as real. Leave each day from the state of its fulfillment. Do this consistently, persistently, and with unwavering faith. Don't worry about the how or the when. Your only task is to live from the end, to be in imagination what you wish to be in reality. The universe will take care of the rest. At the end of those 30 days, reflect on your experience. Notice the changes, both subtle and profound, that have occurred in your life. Pay attention to the shifts in your perception, in your emotional state, in the way you interact with the world around you. This, my friends, is just the beginning. As you master this practice, as you become more and more aligned with your true creative power, you will find yourself capable of transforming not just your individual circumstances, but of contributing to the transformation of our collective reality. Remember, the world is waiting for you to awaken to your true power. It is longing for you to step into the fullness of who you truly are. For as you liberate yourself, as you begin to live from a place of joy, abundance, and love, you liberate those around you. You become a living example of what is possible, a beacon of hope and inspiration in a world that so desperately needs it. So go forth, my dear friends, with this newfound knowledge. Let it sink deep into your being. Let it inform every thought, every action, every moment of your day. Know that as you do so, you are setting in motion forces that will reshape your entire existence. Your life is about to change, not because of external circumstances, but because you are awakening to the immense power that has always resided within you. This video, these words have found you at precisely the right moment when you are ready to embrace this truth and step into your role as the conscious creator of your reality. As you move forward from this moment, carry with you the understanding that your imagination is the most powerful tool you possess. Use it wisely, use it consistently, and use it with love. Remember that what you imagine and feel to be real must, by universal law, become your reality. This is not wishful thinking, but the very mechanism by which all of creation operates. In the coming days and weeks, you will begin to notice changes in your life. They may be subtle at first, a shift in your mood, a new opportunity presenting itself, a fortuitous encounter. Embrace these changes, for they are the first fruits of your new way of being. They are confirmation that you are aligning yourself with the creative power of the universe. But do not stop there. As you see these initial changes manifesting in your life, let them fuel your faith and strengthen your resolve. Continue to live from the state of your wish fulfilled, even when the outer world seems to contradict it. For remember, the outer is but a shadow of your past beliefs. Your new assumptions, held with unwavering faith, will inevitably reshape that outer world. Finally, my dear friends, know that this journey you are embarking upon is not just for your own benefit. As you transform your own life, you become a beacon of hope and inspiration for others. You demonstrate what is possible when one awakens to their true nature as a creative force in the universe. And in doing so, you contribute to the elevation of all humanity. So go forth with courage, with faith, and with the unshakable knowledge that the life of your dreams is not just possible, it is inevitable. For you are the operant power, the author of your destiny, the creator of your reality. Your life is about to change because you have chosen to change it. Embrace this power and watch in awe as the world transforms before your eyes. Imagine for a moment that you are standing before a vast ocean. The waves crash upon the shore, each one unique, yet part of the greater whole. You, my dear listener, like that ocean, boundless, powerful, and filled with untapped potential. But how often do you recognize this truth? How often do you look within and acknowledge the divine spark that resides in your very being? Too many of us spend our days feeling adrift, lost in a sea of external circumstances and opinions. We allow the noise of the world to drown out the whispers of our own inner wisdom. But I say to you now with absolute certainty that the key to finding your way to unlocking the treasures of your true self lies not in the outside world, but within you. To focus on yourself is not an act of selfishness, as some might have you believe. No, It is the most profound act of love and respect you can offer to the world. For when you tend to the garden of your own soul, you cultivate beauty in abundance that naturally overflows to all those around you. Consider the acorn. Within its humble shell lies the blueprint of a mighty oak. It does not look to other trees to know how to grow. It does not seek permission from the forest to reach for the sky. It simply turns inward, taps into the wisdom encoded in its very essence, and becomes what it was always meant to be. You, my friend, are no different. Within you lies the seed of greatness waiting to be nurtured and brought forth into the world. But to do so, you must first recognize and embrace this fundamental truth. You are the author of your own story, the creator of your own reality. The feeling of being lost stems from a disconnection from your true self. It is the result of looking outward for answers that can only be found within. When you focus on yourself, you begin to peel away the layers of conditioning and false beliefs that have obscured your vision. You start to hear the quiet voice of your intuition, guiding you towards your true path. Let us delve deeper into this concept. Imagine your mind as a vast, unexplored territory, mountains of untapped potential, valleys of hidden talents, rivers of creativity flowing through the landscape of your consciousness. By focusing on yourself, you become the intrepid explorer of this inner world. Each day becomes an opportunity for discovery, for unearthing the treasures that lie dormant within you. But how, you may ask, does one begin this journey of self-focus? The answer, my dear friends, lies in the power of your imagination. For your imagination is not mere fantasy or idle daydreaming. It is the very workshop of creation, the place where your desires and your reality intersect. When you feel lost, close your eyes and imagine yourself as you truly wish to be. See yourself confident, purposeful, radiating with inner peace and joy. Feel the sensation of being that person, of embodying those qualities. For in that moment of imagination, you are planting the seed of your future self in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. This is not mere positive thinking or wishful daydreaming. This is the deliberate use of your God-given faculty of imagination to reshape your self-concept and consequently your entire world. For as within, so without. The world you experience is but a reflection of your inner state of being. To focus on yourself means to take responsibility for this inner world. It means to carefully tend to the garden of your mind, pulling out the weeds of doubt and fear, and planting the seeds of faith and possibility. It means to be vigilant about the thoughts you entertain, the emotions you cultivate, and the beliefs you hold dear. Many of you have been taught that to focus on yourself is somehow wrong or selfish. But I say to you, it is the highest form of service you can offer to the world. For how can you give what you do not possess? How can you lead others out of the darkness if you yourself are lost? By focusing on your own growth, your own alignment with your highest self, you become a beacon of light for others to follow. Consider the great leaders and visionaries throughout history. They did not achieve greatness by conforming to the expectations of others or by losing themselves in the opinions of the masses. No, they dared to look within, to trust their own inner guidance, and to bring forth the unique gifts that only they could offer to the world. You, my dear listener, have a unique purpose, a divine mission that only you can fulfill. But to discover and live this purpose, you must first come home to yourself. You must learn to silence the external noise and listen to the whispers of your own heart. This journey of self-focus is not always easy. It requires courage to face your fears, to confront the limiting beliefs that have held you back. It demands discipline to consistently choose thoughts and actions that align with your highest vision for yourself. But I assure you, the rewards are beyond measure. As you begin to focus on yourself, you will find that the feeling of being lost gradually dissolves. It is replaced by a deep sense of knowing, a certainty about who you are, and what you are here to do. This is not arrogance or egotism. It is simply the natural state of a being who has remembered their true identity as a divine creator. Imagine waking up each morning with a clear sense of purpose, feeling fully aligned with your true self. Imagine moving through your day with unshakable confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you are meant to do. This is not a distant dream or an unattainable ideal. This is your birthright, and it becomes your reality when you commit to focusing on yourself. But let me be clear, focusing on yourself does not mean isolating yourself from others or ignoring the world around you. On the contrary, as you become more centered in your true self, you naturally become more connected to all of life. You begin to see the divine in every person you meet, to recognize the interconnectedness of all things. Your relationships improve because you no longer seek validation or completion from others. You come to each interaction whole and complete in yourself, offering your authentic presence as a gift. Your work becomes more fulfilling because it flows from your true passions and talents rather than from a sense of obligation or the need to prove your worth. The key to this transformation lies in your ability to harness the power of your imagination. For your imagination is the bridge between your current reality and the life you desire to live. It is through the consistent, deliberate use of your imagination that you reshape the self-concept, and consequently, your entire world. When you feel lost or overwhelmed, I urge you to pause and turn within. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as the person you wish to be. See yourself moving through life with purpose and grace. Feel the emotions of joy, confidence, and inner peace that naturally arise from living as your true self. Hold this image and these feelings with unwavering faith, knowing that what you can conceive and believe, you can achieve. This practice of imaginative self-focus is not a one-time event. It is a way of life, a continuous process of aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your highest vision for yourself. It requires persistence and patience, for the outer world does not always change overnight. But I assure you, as you remain faithful to this inner work, your outer world will inevitably conform to your new self-concept. Remember, the feeling of being lost is merely a sign that you have temporarily disconnected from your true self. It is an invitation to turn inward, to reconnect with the wisdom and power that reside within you. Embrace this feeling as a catalyst for growth, as an opportunity to deepen your self-knowledge and strengthen your faith in your own divine nature. As you focus on yourself, you may encounter resistance, both from within and without. Old habits of thinking and behaving may try to reassert themselves. Others in your life may not understand or support your journey of self-discovery. But do not let these obstacles deter you. They are merely tests of your commitment, opportunity to reinforce your new self-concept and demonstrate the power of your focused imagination. Think of yourself as a sculptor, chiseling away at a block of marble to reveal the masterpiece within. Each day, with each thought and action, you are sculpting your life, revealing more and more of your true self. The feeling of being lost diminishes with each stroke of the chisel, with each act of self-focus and self-alignment. But remember, my dear friends, this work of self-focus is not about reaching a final destination. It is not about becoming a perfect, flawless version of yourself. It is about embracing the journey of continuous growth and self-discovery. It is about falling in love with the process of becoming, of unfolding more and more of your infinite potential. As you focus on yourself, you will find that your definition of success changes. No longer will you measure your worth by external standards or the opinions of others. Instead, you will find fulfillment in being true to yourself, in expressing your unique gifts, in living each day with authenticity and purpose. The world needs you to focus on yourself. It needs you to stop feeling lost and to step into the fullness of who you truly are. For when you do, You become a living example of what is possible. You inspire others to look within themselves to uncover their own hidden treasures. Imagine a world where each person is fully aligned with their true self, expressing their unique gifts and living their divine purpose. This is not a utopian fantasy. It is the natural result of each individual choosing to focus on themselves, to nurture their own growth and self-realization. As you embark on this journey of self-focus, remember that you are never truly alone. The same power that created the stars and set the planets in motion resides within you. It is always available to guide you, to support you, to illuminate your path. Trust in this power. Lean into it. Allow it to work through you as you focus on becoming the highest version of yourself. The feeling of being lost is not your natural state. It is a temporary condition that arises when you forget your true identity, when you look outside yourself for direction and validation. But I say to you now, everything you need is already within you. The answers you seek, the peace you crave, the purpose you long for, all of these are waiting to be discovered within the depths of your own being. To focus on yourself is to embark on the greatest adventure of your life. It is a journey of self-discovery, of self-creation, of self-realization. It is the path to true freedom, to unshakable peace, to boundless joy. And it begins with a simple choice, the choice to turn inward, to trust your own inner guidance, to believe in the power of your own imagination. As you make this choice day after day, moment by moment, you will find that the feeling of being lost gradually fades away. It is replaced by a deep sense of knowing, a certainty about who you are and why you are here. You begin to move through life with grace and ease, fully present in each moment, fully expressing your unique gifts. But let me caution you, this journey of self-focus is not always comfortable. It will challenge you to confront your fears, to question your long-held beliefs, to step out of your comfort zone. There will be moments of doubt, moments when the old feeling of being lost tries to reassert itself. In these moments, remember that discomfort is often a sign of growth. Embrace it as evidence that you are expanding, evolving, becoming more of who you truly are. As you focus on yourself, you may find that certain relationships or situations in your life begin to change. This is natural and necessary. Just as a snake must shed its old skin to grow, you too must be willing to let go of anything that no longer serves your highest good. Trust in this process of renewal and transformation. Know that as you align more fully with your true self, you naturally attract people and circumstances that support your growth and reflect your new self-concept. Remember, my dear friends, that to focus on yourself is not a selfish act. It is the most loving thing you can do for yourself and for the world. For as you nurture your own growth, as you cultivate your own inner peace and joy, you naturally become a source of inspiration and upliftment for others. Your very presence becomes a blessing, a reminder to all who encounter you of their own divine potential. So I urge you, stop searching outside yourself for direction or validation. Stop allowing the opinions and expectations of others to dictate your path. Turn within and focus on yourself. Explore the vast landscape of your own consciousness. Uncover the treasures that lie hidden within you. Trust in the wisdom of your own heart, in the power of your own imagination. As you do this, you will find that the feeling of being lost becomes a distant memory. It is replaced by a deep sense of purpose, a knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you are meant to do. You move through life with grace and ease, fully present in each moment, fully expressing your unique gifts. This, my dear friends, is what it means to truly live. This is what it means to fulfill your purpose. And it all begins with the simple yet profound choice to focus on yourself, to believe in your own inherent divinity, to trust in the power of your own imagination to shape your reality. So I say to you now, with all the love and conviction in my heart, focus on yourself. Stop feeling lost. Embrace the magnificent being that you truly are. Step into the fullness of your divine potential. For in doing so, you not only transform your own life, but you contribute to the transformation of the entire world. Remember, you are not here by accident. You are not a random collection of cells and experiences. You are a divine being, created in the image and likeness of God, endowed with the power to create your reality through the focused use of your imagination. Embrace this truth. Live from this understanding and watch as your life unfolds in ways more beautiful and miraculous than you ever dared to dream. As we draw this talk to a close, I want you to take a moment to reflect on what you've heard. Feel the truth of these words resonating within you. Recognize that the power to change your life, to find your purpose, to stop feeling lost has always been within you. It is not something you need to acquire or achieve. It is your birthright, waiting to be claimed. From this moment forward, commit to focusing on yourself with unwavering dedication. Commit to nurturing your inner world, to cultivating thoughts and feelings that align with your highest vision for yourself. Commit to using your imagination deliberately and consistently to shape your self-concept, and consequently your reality. As you leave this place and return to your daily lives, carry this message with you. Let it be a beacon of light guiding you back to yourself whenever you feel lost or overwhelmed. Remember that within you lies infinite potential, waiting to be expressed. You are the author of your own story, the creator of your own reality. Focus on yourself, my dear friends. Stop feeling lost. Step into the magnificence of who you truly are. For in doing so, you not only transform your own life, but you become a living example of what is possible for all of humanity. You become a light in the world, illuminating the path for others to follow. Go forth with confidence, with faith, with an unwavering commitment to your own growth and self-realization. Know that as you focus on yourself, as you align more fully with your true nature, you naturally fulfill your divine purpose. You become a blessing to the world simply by being your authentic self. Remember, the feeling of being lost is not your natural state. It is merely a sign that you have temporarily forgotten who you truly are. But now you know the truth. Now you have the tools to reconnect with your inner wisdom, to tap into your infinite potential, to create the life you desire. So I say to you one last time, focus on yourself. Stop feeling lost. Embrace the journey of self-discovery and self-creation. Trust in the power of your imagination to shape your reality. Believe in the divinity within you and watch as miracles unfold in your life. You are more powerful than you know. You are more loved than you can imagine. You are here for a divine purpose. Embrace this truth. Live from this understanding and let your light shine brightly in the world. For in doing so, you not only fulfill your own destiny, but you inspire others to do the same. Go now with my blessings and with the full knowledge of your own divine nature. Focus on yourself, stop feeling lost, and step into the fullness of who you truly are. The world is waiting for your unique gifts, for the expression of your true self. Do not keep it waiting any longer. The time is now. You are ready. Embrace your power. Embrace your purpose. Embrace the magnificent being that you are. And so it is. The world you perceive around you is nothing more than a reflection of your inner state. Every circumstance, every person, every event in your life is but a shadow cast by the light of your imagination. And on February 14th, you have the opportunity to harness this imagination with such intensity, such unwavering faith, that it will catapult you into a new dimension of being. But let me be clear, this shift is not something that will happen to you. It is something that must happen within you. You are the operant power in your world. You are the God of your universe. And it is through your consciousness that all things come into being. Now, you might be thinking, but Neville, how can this be? How can I possibly be the creator of my reality? And to that I say, you have been doing it all along, unconsciously, unknowingly. Every belief you hold, every assumption you make about yourself and the world around you has been shaping your experience since the day you were born. The difference now, the shift that is coming, is your awakening to this truth. It is the moment when you consciously assume the position of creator, when you deliberately choose the stage you wish to occupy, and when you learn to live from the end. Living from the end, my friends, is the key to unlocking the power of this shift. It means assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, dwelling in the state of the person you wish to be here and now. It means closing your eyes to the world of shadows and opening your inner eye to the world of imagination where all things are possible. Imagine, if you will, the person you wish to be after this shift. See yourself clearly. Feel the emotions that this version of feel. Inhabit the state of the that this version of you would occupy. Do this not with a sense of wanting or needing, but with the calm assurance that it is already done. For in the realm of imagination, time does not exist. The future you desire is not some distant point you must reach, but a state you can step into now, in this very moment. And as you dwell in this state, as you live from the end, the outer world has no choice but to conform to this new inner arrangement. This, my dear friends, is the law of assumption. It is the principle upon which all creation rests. Assume you are the person you wish to be, and you will become that person. Assume you have the things you desire, and those things will find their way into your experience. Assume the world is as you wish it to be, and so it shall become. But remember, this assumption must be more than a mere intellectual exercise. It must be felt, it must be lived. It must become your dominant state. For it is feeling that is the secret of creation. Feeling is the touchstone of life, the very substance of the world you inhabit. As we approach February 14th, I urge you to begin this practice now. Don't wait for some external signal or cosmic alignment. The time is always now. The power is always within you. Begin to live from the state of your wish fulfilled and watch as the world around you begins to shift and change in response to your new inner arrangement. But be warned, this path is not for the faint of heart. It requires courage, it demands faith, and it calls for persistence. You will be tested. The world of shadows will try to pull you back, to convince you that what you see with your physical eyes is more real than what you perceive with your imagination. This is the moment when you must stand firm. This is when you must remind yourself that what you see in the outer world is nothing more than the outpicturing of past thoughts and assumptions. It has no power over you unless you give it power through your attention and belief. Instead, turn your attention inward. Focus on the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Dwell in the state of the person you wish to be. Let this become your new reality, your new normal. For as you persist in this state, as you remain faithful to your assumption, the outer world has no choice but to reflect this new inner arrangement. This, my friends, is the true meaning of the phrase, "Be still and know that I am God." It is not a call to inaction, but an invitation to inner action. It is a reminder that the power to create, to transform, to shift your reality lies within you, in the realm of your imagination and feeling. As we move closer to February 14th, I want you to think of this date not as some external event, but as a symbol of your own inner transformation. Let it serve as a focal point for your imagination, a target for your assumption. See it as the day when your new state of consciousness becomes fully realized, when your inner shift manifests in your outer world. But remember, the true power lies not in the date itself, but in your decision to embrace the shift now, in this very moment. For in truth, there is no future moment when you will suddenly become the person you wish to be. There is only now, and the state you choose to occupy in this eternal present. So I ask you again, are you ready for this powerful shift? Are you prepared to take on the mantle of Creator, to assume the state of your wish fulfilled, to live from the end? Are you willing to let go of the limitations of the past and step boldly into the limitless potential of your imagination? If your answer is yes, then know this: the world is ready for you. The universe is eagerly awaiting your command. For you are the operant power. You are the God in your universe. And all of creation is but an outpicturing of your inner state. As we continue on this journey together, I want you to hold fast to this truth. Let it be the foundation upon which you build your new reality. Let it be the rock upon which you stand when the winds of doubt and fear try to sway you. Remember, the shift that is coming on February 14th is not something that happens to you, but through you. It is the result of your decision to awaken to your true nature, to claim your divine inheritance as a creative being made in the image of God. In the coming days, I urge you to spend time in the silence of your own being. Close your eyes to the world of shadows and open your inner eye to the world of imagination. See yourself as you wish to be. Feel the emotions that this version of you would feel. Live from that state here and now. As you do this, you may notice resistance arising. Old beliefs, old patterns of thought may try to assert themselves. This is natural, and it is nothing to fear. These are simply the shadows of your past assumptions, the echoes of old states you once occupied. Acknowledge them if you must, but do not give them power. Instead, gently but firmly return your attention to your chosen state. Persist in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, for it is your persistence that will ultimately reshape your world. Remember, my dear friends, that creation is finished. All possible states exist now in this very moment. Your job is not to create these states, but to select them, to occupy them, to make them your own through the power of your assumption. As February 14th approaches, you may find yourself tempted to look for signs in the outer world, to seek confirmation that your inner work is bearing fruit. Resist this temptation. Know that the outer world, bound as it is by time and space, may take a while to fully reflect your new inner arrangement. Instead, find your satisfaction, your confirmation in the inner feeling of your wish fulfilled. For it is this feeling that is the true substance of your desire, the very essence of the state you wish to occupy. And as you dwell in this feeling, as you live from this state, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in your perception. The world around you will start to take on a new hue, a new vibration that matches your inner state. This, my friends, is the beginning of your manifestation. But do not stop here. Do not be satisfied with mere glimpses or fleeting experiences. Continue to deepen your assumption, to intensify your feeling, to live more and more fully from the state of your wish fulfilled. For you see, this shift that is coming on February 14th is not a one-time event. It is not something that happens and then is done. No, this shift is ongoing, ever expanding, continually unfolding as you grow in your understanding and application of this law. Each day, each moment, you have the opportunity to shift your consciousness to assume a new state, to create a new reality. February 14th is simply a focal point, a symbolic date that you can use to galvanize your imagination and intensify your assumption. But the real work, the true transformation, happens in the eternal now. It happens in moments when you choose to see beyond the world of shadows and live from the world of imagination. It happens when you dare to assume a state that your senses deny, but which your imagination affirms as true. As we continue this journey together, I want you to start paying attention to your inner conversations. Listen to the voice in your head, the assumptions you make about yourself and the world around you. Are these conversations in alignment with the state you wish to occupy? Do they reflect the person you wish to be? If not, now is the time to change them. Now is the time to consciously choose new inner conversations that support your desired state. Speak to yourself as the person you wish to be. Let your inner voice be one of confidence, of assurance, of knowing that your desire is already fulfilled. This inner conversation, my friends, is the beginning of all creation. It is the seed from which your new reality will grow. Tend to it carefully. Nurture it with your attention and your belief. For as you change your inner conversation, you change your world. And as you do this, as you align your inner conversation with your desired state, you will begin to notice a shift in your outer world as well. People will begin to treat you differently. Opportunities will start to present themselves. Circumstances will arrange themselves in ways that support your new state. This is the law in action. This is the power of your assumption made manifest. This is the shift that is coming, not just on February 14th, but in every moment that you choose to live from the end, to dwell in the state of your wish fulfilled. But remember, my dear friends, that this power comes with responsibility. As you awaken to your true nature as the operant power in your world, you must also awaken to the impact your assumptions have on others. For you see, everyone in your world that you pushed out, they are playing the parts that your assumptions have assigned to them. As you shift your consciousness, as you assume new states, you will find that others in your world begin to shift as well, reflecting back to you your new inner arrangement. This is why it's so important to assume the best for yourself and for others, to see the divine in every person you encounter, to assume states of love, of abundance, of harmony, not just for yourself, but for all of creation. For as you do this, as you assume these higher states, you lift not just yourself, but the entire world. You become a beacon of light, a transformative force that helps to usher in a new era of consciousness for all of humanity. This, my dear friends, is the true power of the shift that is coming. It is not just a personal transformation, but a collective awakening to the creative power that lies within each and every one of us. As we approach February 14th, I urge you to embrace this power fully, to step boldly into your role as the creator of your reality, to assume the highest and best for yourself and for all of creation. For in doing so, you not only transform your own life, but you contribute to the transformation of the entire world. You become a co-creator with the divine, a channel through which infinite possibility flows into manifestation. And as you do this, as you live from this expanded state of consciousness, you will find that the world around you begins to mirror your inner state. You will see evidence of your creative power everywhere you look. You will experience synchronicities and seeming miracles that confirm the truth of your being. But do not be swayed by these outer manifestations. Do not become attached to them or dependent on them, for they are but shadows, reflections of your inner state. The true miracle, the real magic, lies within you, in your capacity to imagine and feel and assume. As February 14th draws near, I want you to think of it not as a deadline or a finish line, but as a new beginning. See it as the dawn of a new era in your life, the start of a grand adventure in consciousness. For you see, once you have awakened to this truth, once you have experienced the power of your imagination to shape your reality, there is no going back. You can never again be satisfied with a life of limitation or lack. You can never again accept the idea that you are a victim of circumstance or a product of your environment. Instead, you will know with unshakable certainty that you are the creator of your reality. You will understand that your life is a canvas upon which you paint with the colors of your imagination and the brush of your assumption. And as you embrace this truth, as you live from this expanded state of consciousness, you will find that your life takes on a new richness, a new depth of meaning and purpose, for you are no longer a passive observer of life, but an active participant in the grand dance of creation. This, my dear friends, is the true nature of the shift that is coming. It is a shift from unconscious creation to conscious creation, from reactive living to proactive living, from being a victim of circumstances to being the master of your destiny. But remember, this shift does not happen automatically. It is not bestowed upon you from some external source. It is a choice that you must make, a state that you must assume, a truth that you must live. And it is a choice that you must make not just once, on February 14th or any other date, but continuing in every moment of your existence. For creation is ongoing, and your power to shape your reality is always available to you, always active, always responsive to your dominant state of consciousness. So, as we move towards February 14th, I urge you to use this time wisely. Use it to deepen your understanding of this law. Use it to strengthen your faith in the power of your imagination. Use it to practice living from the end, dwelling in the state of your wish fulfilled. For as you do this, as you persist in this practice, you will find that February 14th becomes not just a date on the calendar, but a symbol of your own transformation. It becomes a milestone in your journey of awakening, a testament to your power as a creative being. And on that day, when February 14th arrives, you will find that the shift has already occurred. For you will have already assumed the state of your wish fulfilled. You will have already become the person you wish to be. You will have already created the reality you desire. This, my dear friends, is the true meaning of the powerful shift that is coming. It is not something that happens to you, but something that happens through you as you awaken to your true nature and claim your divine inheritance as a created being. So I ask you one final time, are you ready for this shift? Are you prepared to step into your power as the creator of your reality? Are you willing to live from the end, to assume the state of your wish fulfilled, to be the person you wish to be? If your answer is yes, then know this: the entire universe stands ready to support you. All of creation is eagerly awaiting your command. For you are the operant power in your world, and through your consciousness, all things are possible. Embrace this truth. Live from this understanding, and watch as your world transforms before your very eyes. For this is the power of the shift that is coming. This is the magic of living from the state of the wish fulfilled. This is the miracle of conscious creation. And as we conclude our time together, I want to leave you with this final thought. The shift that is coming on February 14th is not the end of your journey, but the beginning. It is the first step on a grand adventure of consciousness, a journey of endless discovery and unlimited potential. For once you have awakened to your true nature as the creator of your reality, there is no limit to what you can achieve, no boundary to what you can experience, no end to the wonders you can manifest in your life. So go forth, my dear friends, with courage and faith. Step boldly into your power as the God of your universe. Assume the states you desire, live from the end, and watch as your world transforms to match your inner state. For this is the law, this is the truth, and this is the power that lies within each and every one of you. Use it wisely, use it lovingly, and use it to create a life and a world that reflects the highest and best within you. And remember, always remember, that the kingdom of heaven is within you. It is not a place you go to, but a state you assume. It is not something you seek outside yourself, but something you express from within. As you move towards February 14th and beyond, carry this truth with you. Let it be your guiding light, your source of strength, your wellspring of inspiration. For in this truth lies the power to transform not just your own life, but the entire world. And so, my dear friends, I leave you with these words. Be still and know that you are God. Be still and know that you are the creator of your reality. Be still and know that all things are possible to those who believe. For in this stillness, in this knowing, in this unwavering faith in the power of your imagination, lies the key to unlocking the infinite potential that resides within you. As we approach February 14th, let this date serve as a reminder of your true nature. Let it be a catalyst for your transformation, a symbol of your awakening to the creative power that has always been yours. But remember, the true power lies not in the date itself, but in your decision to embrace this shift now, in this very moment. Every breath you take, every thought you think, every feeling you nurture is an act of creation. You are constantly shaping your reality, whether you are aware of it or not. The shift that is coming is simply your conscious recognition and deliberate use of this power that has always been at your disposal. Imagine, if you will, a world where every individual is fully aware of their creative power. A world where people no longer see themselves as victims of circumstance, but as architects of their own destiny. This is the world that you have the power to create, not just for yourself, but for all of humanity. As you move through your days leading up to February 14th and beyond, I urge you to pay close attention to your thoughts and feelings. Notice the state you occupy, the assumptions you make about yourself and the world around you. Are these serving you? Are they aligned with the reality you wish to create? If not, now is the time to change them. Now is the time to consciously choose the state you wish to occupy, to deliberately assume the feelings of your wish fulfilled. For it is through this inner work, this conscious direction of your imagination, that you will bring about the shift in your outer world. Remember, the outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner state. It is a shadow cast by the light of your consciousness. Change your inner state, and the outer world must change to match it. This is the law, immutable and unwavering. But be patient with yourself and with the process. The world of shadows may take some time to fully reflect your new inner arrangement. Do not be discouraged by appearances that seem to contradict your inner knowing. These are but the lingering shadows of past states, soon to be dispelled by the light of your new consciousness. Instead, find your satisfaction, your confirmation, in the feeling of your wish fulfilled. For it is this feeling that is the true substance of your desire, the very essence of the state you wish to occupy. As you dwell in this feeling, as you live from this state, you are already experiencing the fulfillment of your desire in the only place it truly exists, within you. And as you persist in this state, as you remain faithful to your assumption, you will begin to see evidence of your shift in the world around you. People will respond to you differently. Opportunities will present themselves. Circumstances will arrange themselves to support your new state of being. This is the law in action. This is the power of your assumption made manifest. This is the shift that is coming, not just on February 14th, but in every moment that you choose to live from the end, to dwell in the state of your wish fulfilled. But remember, my dear friends, that with great power comes great responsibility. As you awaken to your true nature as the operant power in your world, you must also awaken to the impact your assumptions have on others. For everyone in your world is you pushed out, reflecting back to you your own inner state. Therefore, I urge you to assume the best for yourself and for others. See the divine in every person you encounter. Assume states of love, of abundance, of harmony, not just for yourself, but for all of creation. For as you do this, as you assume these higher states, you lift not just yourself, but the entire world. This is the true power of the shift that is coming. It is not just a personal transformation, but a collective awakening to the creative power that lies within each and every one of us. You have the power to be a beacon of light, a transformative force that helps to usher in a new era of consciousness for all of humanity. As February 14th draws near, I want you to see it as the dawn of a new era in your life, the start of a grand adventure in consciousness. For once you have awakened to this truth, once you have experienced the power of your imagination to shape your reality, there is no going back. You can never again be satisfied with a life of limitation or lack. You can never again accept the idea that you are a victim of circumstances or a product of your environment. Instead, you will know with unshakable certainty that you are the creator of your reality. Embrace this truth. Live from this understanding, and watch as your world transforms before your very eyes. For this is the power of the shift that is coming. This is the magic of living from the state of the wish fulfilled. This is the miracle of conscious creation. And as we conclude our time together, I want to leave you with this final thought. The shift that is coming on February 14th is not the end of your journey, but the beginning. It is the first step on a grand adventure of consciousness, a journey of endless discovery and unlimited potential. For once you have awakened to your true nature as the creator of your reality, there is no limit to what you can achieve, no boundary to what you can experience, no end to the wonders you can manifest in your life. So go forth, my dear friends, with courage and faith. Step boldly into your power as the God of your universe. Assume the states you desire. Live from the end, and watch as your world transforms to match your inner state. For this is the law, this is the truth, and this is the power that lies within each and every one of you. Use it wisely, use it lovingly, and use it to create a life and a world that reflects the highest and best within you. And remember, always remember, that the kingdom of heaven is within you. It is not a place you go to, but a state you assume. It is not something you seek outside yourself, but something you express from within. As you move towards February 14th and beyond, carry this truth with you. Let it be your guiding light, your source of strength, your wellspring of inspiration. For in this truth lies the power to transform not just your own life, but the entire world. And so, my dear friends, I leave you with these words: be still and know that you are God. Be still and know that you are the creator of your reality. Be still and know that all things are possible to those who believe. For in this stillness, in this knowing, in this unwavering faith in the power of your imagination, lies the key to unlocking the infinite potential that resides within you. The shift is coming. The power is within you. The time is now. Are you ready to step into your divine inheritance and create the life of your dreams? The choice is yours, and the universe awaits your command. Go forth and create, my friends. Go forth and manifest. Go forth and be the God that you truly are. For this is your birthright, your destiny, and your true nature. And as you do, know that you are not alone on this journey. The entire universe conspires to support you, to uplift you, to manifest your desires. For you are one with the creative power of the universe, and all of creation rejoices in your awakening. So embrace this shift with open arms and an open heart. Let February 14th be a day of celebration, a day of transformation, a day of rebirth into your true divine nature. For on this day and every day thereafter, you stand at the threshold of infinite possibility, ready to step into a world of your own creation. The shift is here. The power is yours. The time is now. Are you ready to become the God of your universe and create the life of your dreams? The choice is yours, and all of creation eagerly awaits your decision. Remember, my dear friends, that this shift is not something that happens to you, but through you. It is the result of your conscious decision to awaken to your true nature, to claim your divine inheritance as a created being made in the image of God. As you move forward from this moment, let every thought, every word, every action be a testament to this truth. Let your life be a living embodiment of the creative power that resides within you. For in doing so, you not only transform your own reality, but contribute to the elevation of all humanity. The world is waiting for you to step into your power, to assume your rightful place as a conscious creator. Will you answer the call? Will you embrace the shift that is coming and become the architect of your own destiny? I believe in you, my dear friends. I see the divine potential within each and every one of you. And I know with absolute certainty that as you embrace this shift, as you step into your power as the God of your universe, you will create miracles beyond your wildest dreams. So go forth with courage, with faith, and with the unwavering knowledge that you are the creator of your reality. The shift is coming. The power is within you. The time is now. Are you ready? The choice is yours. And all of creation awaits your command.